When I was younger, I had no issue of punching a woman. When I was 25, 24, I had no issue of punching the fuck out of a woman. I had no issue. Okay, there was not an issue. I would happily just go to war with you and fight you as a man. Some people flocking the streets, you know, you couldn't see through anyone, everyone around you. It was 20 people in a small square. And, you know, she kept getting anxiety, you know, and she was panicking a bit. So I said to her, listen, I'm going to take you to my friend's house. I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to quickly go and reload on Zeta Sniff. You know, we're going to wait up at my boy's house, yeah? And then we're going to hit the strip again and just smash it out and get probably 50,000 people in the manor. We're going to make some good money today. And I took her to my friend's house, and my mate gang raped people, beat the shit out of her till she was black and blue and just fucked her everywhere. And they basically kicked her out, and clothes were ripped, blood everywhere. She was in a bad way. And I remember getting a phone call, and the police, and they said, I said, what's happened? They said, we can't tell you, but we're taking her away. She's asked us to tell you and phone you so you're not worried. And I said, I don't understand what's happened. I don't know what's happened. Tell me what's happened. And no one would tell me nothing. No one. About 3 weeks later, I got a phone call, and it was her. And she said, listen to me, I'm in London in police protection. I said, what's happened? She said, that house you took me to, they gang raped. You know, they held me down and they fucked me, and they badly gang. I said, I'm so sorry. I said, they're all my good friends. I said, I'm so sorry. I don't understand what's happened. So I then phoned all my boys up and I said, listen, this is true. And they said, that's not true. And then it found out later on that it was true. A few people got big birds, a few people got NFA'd, and she was in protection for 2 years. Let me And, you know, now, we're all these years in the future, I actually believe that she went there and become a little slag and let them do that. And she was so scared of the repercussions from me, that I believe that she lied. That's what I believe now. I generally believe, and this is why I'm now friends with the people that did this thing, because they were my best friends. And at the time I went against them. I did, I'll be honest with you, I really did. I went against them. And I left, and I lived with her, and I was with her for 2 years. 2 years I was, and I could leave at any. Left my area, and you have to really believe, yeah, listen to me, you have to really believe at that time I was probably one of the biggest drug dealers in Brighton and Hove. I was making on average £2,000 a day, you know, just on my runners, just on my workers, not even including the main line, bro. Yeah, I was really fucking doing bits right now. And I was one of the most craziest known persons in, you know, in the area at that time. I was 25 years old. I was about it, bruv. You know, I was a young boy. We're talking about 10 years ago now. And I had the choice to carry on my empire, was what I called it, or leave it all behind and go with her, the girl I loved. And at the time, my heart said, go. And, you know, go fast forward, you know, a few months, we got put into our own house in Rugby, Coventry. It was on Graham Street next to Casey Barber's. We'll go forward another bit, and I started feeling uncertain. I'll be honest with you. I started feeling uncertain, yeah, because she wasn't acting no more like a girl that had just been raped. Acting like, and these weren't three normal people, you know, one was a massive geezer, you know, a big black man. The other two are proper big guys, mate. Jim's, we're talking serious bods here, bruv. We're not talking little idiots. But her mannerisms and her behaviour, the longer I was with her, she weren't acting like she was raped, mate. I swear down she weren't, you know. She was wanting to go clubbing, she wanted to go pubbing, she was wanting to go in big groups of people. She was running away from me in Birmingham in a club, yeah, running up to a group of black kids saying, can I come back to your house? Can I come back to your house? Can I come back to your house? And she was moving like someone that was a slag and not someone that had been raped. So I remember phoning my boy up, who was my best friend that was accused of this, and they was all arrested, and one of them went to prison, and it was all crazy. I remember phoning my mate up, yeah, and it was on remand. He weren't sentenced, he was on remand. I phoned my boy up and I said, listen to me. I said, talk to me properly. You know, I'm crying down the phone to him. I said, listen to me, I think I believe you, bro. I said, talk to me. Tell me what happened. Be honest with me, man to man now, friend to friend, tell me what happened. And he said, mate, as soon as she come in, she started drinking and more drinking, and she was doing gear and sniffing lines. Then she got butt naked running around the house. running around the house and she was all naked and everything. Next thing you know, she started having sex with my friend, and then my mate got involved, and before you know it, was having a foursome and everyone was smashing her. And then after we finished having sex, she said, I promise you, she started crying and she said, look, I'm so scared that Beejay is going to absolutely beat the living shit out of me. I'm scared that he's, you know, I'm fucking scared. And as soon as she's left, she's obviously made this plan up in her head that she's going to say she's been raped. And I said, I actually believe you. I said, I believe you, bro. I said, I've seen how she's been acting since we left Brighton. I said, I can see her mannerisms. I can see the way she's acting around other boys. She's not intimidated of males. She's not intimidated of males. She wants to sit in rooms with 10 geezers, bruv. You know? People don't act like that once you've gone through an experience. And I gave my whole fucking life up for this girl. Anyway, I said to her that night, I said, listen, I said, I spoke to these people, yeah? And her whole face dropped, like, why have you spoke to them? You know, I can't keep restarting. Listen, I spoke to the people, yeah, and she's dropped her mouth and said, why have you done that? I said, listen, I believe them. I said, I truly believe them. I said, I don't believe you got raped. I said, I believe them. You've made this up because you're in fear that I'm going to smash your head in. You think I'm going to beat you up. Because back then, when I was younger, I had no issue of punching a woman. When I was 25, 24, I had no issue of punching the fuck out of a woman. I had no issue. Okay, there was not an issue. I would happily just go to war with you and fight you as a man. And punching the fuck out of a woman, I had no issue. Okay, there was not an issue. I would happily just go to war with you and fight you as a man. And I said, I believe you are scared of the repercussions knowing that you slept with my mates. And she looked at me, and there was a certain look in her eye and a little smug smile to say, like, you're right. And I left the house and went for a walk. And then I come back and everything was packed.